What is going on, everybody? Ryan Salzman coming to you from the Kissimmee Chain, and we're in the middle of a tournament. I have an off day and I'm actually catching them on this bait. Now, I didn't want to tell you guys too soon, and I think this will air after the event. This is clear AYU, and this thing fished over scattered hydrilla, eelgrass, and just any kind of vertical grass out in the middle of the lake. These fish are suspending around it, and there's no better than using your active target and a Yo Zuri jerkbait. So what I really love about this bait is I can actually upgrade my hooks and it won't sink. It will suspend true. A lot of these jerkbaits, when you upgrade hooks, they start to slow sink. And the key to getting these bites this week is to be keeping the bait above their heads. And I can actually upgrade these hooks because when I'm fishing a jerkbait over grass, you definitely need to upgrade your hooks. I'm not beholden to any hook company. I like the Gamakatsu short shank round bends. I also use the Owners, and then I also use some Japanese brands. So experiment with different hook brands and see what works best for you. But upgrade your hooks when I'm fishing a jerkbait over grass. And I'm also upgrading my line. I'm throwing the T7 fluorocarbon in 14 pound. My normal fluorocarbon size that I throw is 12 pound and sometimes even 10 pound. But when I'm fishing over heavier structure like grass or rocks, I upgrade to 14 pound. And you can even, if you're fishing over shallow grass, maybe a foot, you can even throw 20. The thicker your diameter of the line is going to prevent that jerkbait from diving. So think about these tips, and I think you're going to catch more bass. So a lot of people, I was just having a conversation with this gentleman over here. It's like, man, I catch them on jerkbaits all winter, and then I kind of stopped throwing it. I think the jerkbait is probably the most overlooked bait for year-round bass fishing. Ever since Active Target came out, it has really shown us that this bait is a year-round bait and it always catches fish, especially with the Active Target, because you can keep it in front of their face for so long. With that being said, this is always tied on and always in my rod box. So keep a jerkbait tied on 365. So clear, natural AYU is one of my favorites. Pearl Shad is a new color from Yo Zuri. I always have loved a bone blue iridescent, and that's what you get with this color. Early pre-spawn, for some reason, they really like this color. I think it just stands out, and when they put that feed bag on, they're gonna hit this guy. And if I had to choose one color all over the country just to catch bass, it's gonna be Ghost Sexy Shad. This is probably my ultimate go-to jerkbait. Year in, year out, 365, it catches them. So, and for normal jerkbait fishing, you don't need to upgrade the hooks. Yo Zuri's hooks, look at that. It's sticking to my thumb. They are sticky sharp. But when I'm fishing over cover, I get that 1X, right? So you want a 1X hook when you're fishing over cover. But keep trying it, keep throwing it. If you're not catching them, keep it in your hand, try it different days, sunny, cloudy, rainy. I really haven't found a certain situation they bite it better over another, and I really think it depends on the region of the country you're in. Smallmouth, they love it in the sun. Spots love it in the sun. Largemouth seem to just bite it whenever. Smallmouth and spots tend to feed really high in the water column. But I hope these tips help. Check them out at tacklewarehouse.com or your local retailer. So Yo Zuri is a Japanese-based company. Where they really excel is the attention to detail. Look at the lip, look at the eyes, and look at the hooks. Stock out of the package, this bait is ready to throw. You do not have to make any adjustments. They have an incredible weight transfer system. It's going to fly tail into the wind. It is just a very, very high performing jerkbait for not as high a price as some of the other companies.